All right. Got a little bit of new lighting going on today, but nothing too crazy. PS3 is already on. I feel like I'm just gonna get right into it tonight. That's what I feel like. What's up, Dave? How's everything been, man? You've been pretty radio silent here recently. As far as what's going on, at least, in your life, you know? Fresh cut. I come to you with another fresh cut. A lot of stuff going on. I feel that. Been good, man. Been good. Appreciate that.
How's things been with you?
You know, I've been hitting the gym a lot here lately. Way more than I have in probably the past 5 years. So I've basically been living in the gym, trying to get my consistency up in that respect. Oh, sorry. My gain was all messed up on my mic. But yeah, trying to get my consistency up in that respect, and you know, just I do have a lot of PTO that I'm on right now. I'm technically on vacation until the 30th, so I don't have any work to think about for quite some time. So yeah, things are going pretty well for right now. Just, you know, keeping at it, staying consistent, staying busy. I've slowly realized that I'm one of those people that has to stay busy at all times. If I don't have anything going on, or I'm just like sitting around the house all day, not going anywhere, not doing anything, it really becomes a problem. Like, I wouldn't even say I'm very lucky in the sense that I don't deal with depression or anything like that. But, you know, I just don't like it. I don't like sitting around, not going anywhere, not doing anything. I know sometimes it can be nice to get that time to kind of recoup. Not for me. I need to keep things going at all times. If something happened and I came into a bunch of money or like won the lottery or whatever, such that I didn't have to work, I would probably still retain a job just because I would go crazy. And I know a lot of people say that, but I'm being 100% genuine when I say it. Besides, that almost sounds like a fucking personal nightmare. I wouldn't even say like, oh, I'm addicted to the grind. And it's not even that. I literally miss going to work when I'm off for too long, you know? Yeah, exactly. I miss work. I genuinely do. When I'm off for more than 2 or 3 days straight, I really miss just having I guess it would be a sense of purpose is what I'm really referring to here. But like, you know, it just feels like I got nothing going on. I'm just laying around being fucking useless. So that's why I've started going to the gym so much, because it's like that gives me something to keep consistent at every day. I actually did a really heavy chest and arm workout tonight before I came home, showered, and jumped on the stream. So even when I work from home, it wasn't the same. Oh, absolutely. Going and commuting to an office and having coworkers to talk to is a completely different universe compared to working from home. Working from home sometimes can feel like you're not even working because it can be so lax, and you know this as well as I know. You're going to have very easy days sometimes. Sometimes you straight up just don't have a lot to do. And in those scenarios, it definitely feels like, shit, what am I even doing? You know? But yeah. And that's also why I have remained consistent in streaming for now 5+ years, which is another insane thing to think about. when I really sit down and think about the fact that I've been doing this for 5 years, I would say fairly consistently. I don't, outside of November of this year where I took like 20 straight days off, that's still a very small amount of time in the grand scheme of things. Like I didn't even take like a month off or anything. I was gone for not even a full 3 weeks and I was already back. So having this plus being able to go to the gym when I'm not working has been detrimental to me staying sane. That I will definitely say. And, you know, me and Siren Killer were talking about that a few days ago. Is the fact that, you know, I feel like a lot of people when they stream, they have this mentality about them that they want to grind for partner. I used to say that. Remember when I used to say, oh, I'm grinding for partner, you know, it's not a matter of if, it's a matter of when. I think that's the wrong mentality because it puts you in a competitive situation against arguably the most competitive like space on the internet right now, which is Twitch streaming. Twitch streaming and podcasting, I would say, are probably two of the most saturated and competitive spaces like on the fucking internet. And I don't want to be, I just don't have that mentality anymore. My mentality now is this is something I do to decompress at the end of a rough week or whatever. Even if it's not been a rough week, just, you know, something that I can look forward to 3, 4, 5 times a week. I feel like the whole Twitch success is almost like work. It's who you know that will absolutely. Yeah, 100%. There's that girl that's named like Kachi or whatever, and because she knows the owner of OTK, which is the big streamer network of like NMP, LOL, SFond, Asmongold, all those guys, because she knows the owner of that, she went from literally not existing on Twitch to averaging like 15k viewers in a week. You know, it's just how it is. And that's, unfortunately, that's just how it is. This whole mentality of like, I'm going to do it all grassroots and organically and DIY, I don't know if that's viable anymore. Now, to be clear, there are absolutely people who blow up and then they sort of bring their audience to Twitch, but that usually starts on a different platform. It doesn't start here. You don't just start streaming and organically grow to be like a massive streamer that can support themselves. That just doesn't really happen anymore. Again, not saying it isn't possible. It certainly is possible, but I would say it's incredibly rare and a lot more rare than it used to be. That's for sure. There's no doubt about that. You know, on top of that, how's my work's going good, man. It really is. You know, they hooked us up with a nice Christmas bonus this year. You know, company's growing as a whole, and I'm very happy with my role in the company. Yeah, I really can't complain. Of course, you know, sometimes it's fun to just complain and vent about stuff, but when I really sit down and think about it, I don't have anything to complain about. So, you know, just moving right along and just very happy with you know, the position I've been put in, I gotta say. But you know, it's just it is nice to take some time away, because I do feel like sometimes I get tunnel vision really bad where all I think about in my spare time is work. So, you know, that's why this I value so much, because I can, you know, just be in a completely different world and talk about Silent Hill and, you know, pretend to be 18, 19 again. And before I got my first job, and, you know, the only thing I worried about every day was what Silent Hill game I wanted to stream, you know. It's nice to go back to that mentality sometimes, for sure. You live that life? Oh, absolutely. No, I know, dude, because, you know, that is like, that was like your primary focus for the past, like, what, 2-3 years was your job. I mean, you talked about it all the time. So I could tell that it was definitely important. And then I remember when we were playing Convenience Store, you were talking about how, you know, it just kind of got to be a little bit too stressful for a work from home job, like you had all these sales goals that you had to hit and everything, and it just wasn't really worth it. And I totally get that. But I am going to go ahead and switch my display over here because I should be ready. I don't know if we bother with green screen tonight. In fact, I'm not going to. I'm just going to switch back to this. And we're just going to run this for tonight. Having a job where you can turn your mind off after work has its benefits. Unfortunately, they tend to pay less. Yeah. Okay, I don't know how I did that. Yeah, you could say that. It's, dude, what is fucking going on? Like, the controller registers that it's connected, but it just won't move on this screen. I was having similar issues last stream, too, with this specific controller. I don't know what the fuck is going on with it. Here, I'm just gonna switch. I think my USB port on this PS3 is fucked up. Because I was having a ton of issues last stream with this adapter too. Well, if I knew anything about it, I would definitely have thoughts to talk about, but unfortunately I don't know anything about it. Alright, let me reset something really quick here. What the fuck? How did I do that? Alright. Let me reset something here. Finally, holy shit. Yeah, so if I have something connected in the second USB port, it doesn't work. Very fucking weird, because that doesn't happen on my fat PS3, so I don't understand why it's happening here, but whatever. Doesn't matter. What does matter is that it's fixed.
Hello there.
Oh, what's up, Shadow Man? How you doing, man? The timing, dude. So literally perfect timing right as I was launching the game. How have you been? It's been a few days. Oh. I got new lights, slightly new lighting on me. Both my overhead lights are replaced. Let's see. I'm probably gonna need to move this over a little bit. The game, if I can. Yeah, I can definitely move that over a little bit. Put it like right there. Now, if I remember right, this game has some weird shit where when cutscenes play, it can be cut off a little bit. But it should be alright. And then with chat, I can move it over slight. No, I can't really because it'll be cut off. Whatever. We'll leave it. And I can tell the smoothing filter is on. Gotta turn that stupid shit off. The game just looks terrible with it on. I don't think there's any debate about that to be had. Looks way better now. Now, unfortunately, the school did not go very well, but we're all right because we ended up with a lot of healing items, but we had to use a ton, a metric shit ton in the school, way more than I wanted to use. So unfortunately, we're pretty low on healing items right now, but we're all right. And I have coffee. It's time to sip it. By the way, what were you playing, Shadow Man? You were playing... Oh, you were playing that new Indiana Jones game. How is that? Because I've heard a lot of good things about it, but it's just not really my type of game. Not the... not exactly the type of game that I would spend money on. But I hear from a lot of people that it's pretty good. So there's that. Let me also check something here. Also very weird that they had Troy Baker do a Harrison Ford impression. They didn't bother to get the real Harrison Ford. They just had Troy Baker do an impression. I find that very bizarre. I'm sure he loved it, though, because that sweet, sweet paycheck, I'm sure, was great. But, wait, what the hell happened to the game? Why did it get stretched out? The fuck? That's so weird. Like, the aspect ratio of the game got all stretched out all of a sudden. Whatever. I'll just move this shit over a little bit. Did we already get the... Yeah, we already got the unknown liquid. So this unknown liquid situation, this is part of the new Good Plus ending requirements. It's the first of, I believe, 3 or 4 different things that you have to do in order to get that ending. You can get this ending on a first playthrough, but you pretty much have to know what's going on because there's a lot of beginner's traps involved with it that you legitimately wouldn't think to check otherwise. So while yes, you can do it, if you're playing the game for the very first time and you don't know where this stuff is, it's going to be virtually impossible. So I wouldn't worry too much about it. Usually most people get what's called straight up just the bad ending their first playthrough, which, yeah, is pretty bad. Okay. Kill these stupid fucking roaches. Which, yeah, is pretty bad, but that I think it's kind of funny because it encourages you to do a second playthrough. However, nowadays, people get very upset by this, and they say, like, oh, if I can't get the best ending on a first playthrough, fuck the game. I refuse to do a second playthrough. I have work, and I have this, that, and the other, which I get it, but that's kind of how people, that's kind of how the mentality is on that type of thing now. People aren't too fond of it, shall we say. What am I doing, by the way? Oh, I think I need to turn the generator on. Yep. As long as I'm not in the way of the text in this game, I don't really care too much about the layout. I just don't want to be in the way of any of the game or the cutscenes. I think my hotkey for turning this on and off got removed, though. Alright, so now we can access the elevator. Oh, yeah, I didn't jump in the category either. Let me do that. Good thing about playing on console is I can just reach over and do this. I don't have to, yeah, I can just reach over and do this. I don't have to, like, Alt-Tab out of a game to change my shit. Alright, so you see a second and a third floor. Just watch what magically appears. Surely. Yeah, we can't get to either the second or third floors yet. And this actually confused me on a first play too, because I was like, well, if I can't go to the second and the third, and I've already been on everywhere on these two, where the fuck do I go? But watch, the fourth floor will magically appear right here after we try this one. It's like they left space just for it, but it doesn't show up unless you absolutely need it. Yeah, so we're essentially stuck, but then you see, now all of a sudden there's a fourth floor button. Oh, so no, I do have my hotkeys set up, but they're not. Oh, okay, I see. Yeah, I just changed them ever so slightly. So yeah, anyways, you see somebody very faded walking into an antique store, and now the hospital looks completely different. Once we take a few steps, you'll hear somebody lock the door behind us. Yeah, so now if we check, can't go back. Same thing here. Now this one's locked too, so we're stuck here. And we don't have a map. But I think we do have a map for the third, second, and first floors, just not the fourth. Yeah. Now we actually have nurses to contend with. That sound always plays at different times. You have to stagger your shots a little bit. If you shoot too quick, it doesn't work right. Also, we are on hard mode, so these nurses are fucking massive bullet sponges. And for that reason, we're actually going to go look for a melee weapon that kills them a lot easier. Now, I don't know if they referenced this in Silent Hill 4, but this room with a TV, which plays a very story-relevant cutscene later on in the game once we have the tape to put in here. Oh, yeah, there's shotgun ammo here, too. I don't think I ever picked this up. Anyway, so this room happens to be room 302, which, as you guys I'm sure all know, is the room from Silent Hill 4. the apartment number. So I don't know if they're referencing that or if it's just coincidence, but yeah. Damn, 8 shots. A steel plate is screwed to the wall. Oh, by the way, Dave, did you see the fucking... Do you know who the Hawk to a Girl even is, Haley Welch? If so, did you see that, you know, she finally came back after like 12 days of just being completely MIA? Actually, it was over 2 weeks of being completely MIA. She came back and basically said, contact this law firm if you feel that you were scammed. Yeah, so... long story short, on December 4th, she launched a meme coin, and the company that was running it and the guy affiliated with it rug pulled everybody, which means that they essentially stole money from a ton of people and traded it among insiders. So the coin lost all of its value immediately. So all the regular people who invested in it lost all their money, like, immediately. And the guy who ran it, weirdly enough, is Howie Mandel's son-in-law, and he goes by the online name Doc Hollywood, and he has basically had to lock his Twitter down, and he even changed the name of his Twitter to not Doc Hollywood, and he changed his @ to Doc Hollywood Clone, and he said basically I had to lock my Twitter down to stop the death threats. So that guy basically got ran off the internet for running this crypto scam. And then there was a company called Over Here, which I don't even really know what the hell you would call them, but apparently they launched the coin, and so they're directly responsible too. They've posted a whole ass like legalese apology. So it's like just as quickly as she showed up and gained relevancy, she fucking threw it all away because, you know, some idiot, some Hollywood moron, like convinced her that doing a crypto coin was a good idea, which, I mean, you could definitely argue that she should have known better, and you'd be absolutely right. But yes, they did scam people out of hundreds of thousands, if not millions of dollars. And yeah, so all that money is in Doc Hollywood's possession, I'm assuming. We don't know for sure. You know, we don't know where that money went or who it ultimately went to. But yeah, she is fucked. She didn't lock her Twitter down or anything. It's still like available for people to read. But she did disappear and did not post a single thing for over 2 weeks. Hasn't posted a podcast episode or anything, just went completely MIA. And when people finally, you know, saw another post from her for the first time in forever, she basically was just apologizing and saying, hey, contact this lawyer if you feel like the money was stolen from you or whatever. So clearly she's mired in legal issues, which, I mean, hey, you play... I hate to be that boomer that says play stupid games, win stupid prizes, but hey, if you made the decision to work with anybody involving crypto and, you know, whatever bullshit pitch deck they probably came to her with, talking about how they were going to bring the community together with a meme coin, because that's what all those scamming pieces of shit say. I mean, she kind of had it coming, to say the least. Okay, so I am going to... I don't really want to use much more pistol ammo here. I mean, we have a lot, but I need to go to the basement and get the emergency hammer because it actually allows me to save a ton of ammo here. The other annoying part about hard mode is that the enemies respawn a lot. So you'll have to kill, you know, multiple nurses or multiple, like, gray children or clawfingers over and over. If you really want to, you know, kill all the enemies, because they do respawn a lot. But yeah, pretty much the general consensus seems to be like, she clearly doesn't know anything about the crypto world. They came to her, they probably contacted an agent or a lawyer that she's got or something and basically said, hey, look, we can make you this amount of money with crypto. And she just saw a big number and was like, cool, sounds good to me. And didn't realize like what that was actually going to entail and what a rug pull even is. She probably doesn't even know what a rug pull crypto scam even is. I wouldn't be surprised at all. Because why would you know that? It's like if somebody approached someone who knew nothing about NFTs or even what NFTs were and just alleged like, oh, I can make you all this money. And they're like, sounds good to me. Sounds like an awesome deal. Let's make a bunch of money, you know? But clearly did not work out in her favor because her podcast obviously is getting dislike bombed into oblivion. Like the last episode she uploaded, I think it has like 50,000 dislikes and 2,000 likes. Like everybody's just calling her a scammer. Like she will never be able to, I don't think she'll be able to reverse this negative publicity. It would be one hell of a, it would be probably the biggest PR turnaround ever if she was able to somehow spin this into something positive. I don't know how you could do that, but you know, it would take a lot. That's for sure. All right, so now that we have the emergency hammer, we can really destroy these doctors and nurses without having to blow through a bunch of ammo. Yeah, it's so good, dude. I think there's one more doctor. Yeah. 2 good swings, and they're dead. We need to get into the director's office. And also, this is something that I never see anybody do. This broken vending machine has like 3 health drinks in it. So you always want to grab these. Yeah. Very, very helpful on hard mode, especially when everything is out to kill you. So this is the reason why you have to get the red liquid when the hospital is not in otherworld form. Because after it changes, there's nothing to pick up except for this. So you can't come in here with the plastic bottle after this. Like your timing window to get it is before the hospital transitions, because after it does, you cannot get it anymore. See, look at these respawning fucking enemies. It's so cheap, dude. I bet both of them respawned too. They did. Fine, I'll kill them just for the sport of it. There. Alright, so now we gotta head to the 2nd floor. We won't be able to get there through here though. We gotta take the stairs. But yeah, anyways, it's hilarious because, you know, YouTube doing what it does. There's already, all fucking ready, there's like 6 The Downfall of Hawktua Girl / Haley Welch videos. Like, there's already video essays about her downfall. And this just happened 2 weeks ago. Like, what a quick turnaround time. These dudes were editing the videos the instant this shit was happening, I bet. You know, I'm sure Sunny V2 is hard at work on a video if it hasn't already been released about the downfall of Haley Welch. But people made a good point, dude. It's like, how hard is it to just not scam people via crypto? Like, all you gotta do is fucking say no and just don't do it. Like, it's apparently impossible. Like, YouTubers try not to crypto scam people. Challenge fucking impossible. I mean, KSI or whatever did it. Logan Paul definitely did it, although his was more like NFT related because he had that stupid like cryptozoo.com or whatever it was called. I still don't really quite know how NFTs work. I don't think I want to, but that was a really fucking weird era where like everybody was the whole Bored Ape Yacht Club, and there was like these photos of monkeys that people were putting as their profile picture, and they were going for like millions of dollars. Like, how the fuck does an NFT even work? What is an NFT? What makes it non-fungible? I don't get it. I'd have to sit down for a whole ass crash course just to find out what the shit this is. Okay, so we need the lighter, which I believe is in one of these 3. Yeah, it should be in this one. Okay, I genuinely did not remember that there was a nurse in here. Normally, I don't think there is. This might be a hard mode thing. Okay, so we need the lighter and we need the alcohol. I'm still missing one of my plates. I need the cat plate, I believe. Yeah, because we can't get into here without all 4 of the plates. Yeah, we need the yellow plate. I think it's on the 3rd floor, actually. Let's head back there. I mean, nowadays, unfortunately, it seems like either messaging minors or crypto scamming people. It's like when YouTubers hit 1 million subscribers, they have this fork in the road. Am I going to message minors or am I going to crypto scam people? And it's like they all choose one or the other. There's a very, very small subset of YouTubers that don't choose at least one. It's fucking crazy. Like, how did we get here where this is so common? I just don't fucking get it. You could make the argument that some people have recovered their reputation, but it's like, why would you put yourself in that position where you have to recover your reputation? Why even crypto scam in the first place? I don't get it. Like, greed just knows no bounds with some people. Alright, there we go. I don't know for sure if there's anything else up here, but I'm gonna check anyways. I think I can unlock this. Oh, never mind. I already got the blood pack out of here and everything, so we're good. Uh, 307 would be the last one to check. And I don't even think it's strictly greed with everybody. I just think that, you know, this guy like Doc Hollywood, this guy that's 100% under fire and getting blamed for the whole Hawk Tuah meme coin. I hate even saying those words. It's so stupid. But this guy is apparently like the #1 reason why this was such a scam. And he went on to a Twitter space, which I guess is like a town hall style thing where a bunch of people are hosting it and a bunch of people are listening. They had like 200,000 people listening. Trying to figure out like what went wrong with this coin and why was it looking so much like all the other scams. And this guy just got on there and flat out lied about everything. Said that everybody was mentally ill and they're stupid and all the rumors are not true and all this other shit. And then when it turns out that it was absolutely true, he just runs and hides. Like, what the fuck is going on, man? All right, clouds flowing over a hill, sky on a sunny day. Tangerines that are bitter, lucky 4-leaf clover. Violets in the garden, dandelions along a path. Unavoidable sleeping time, liquid flowing from a slashed wrist. That takes a turn at the very end. It's really awesome how they do that. Okay, so red top left. And I believe blue, yellow, green. I might be wrong, but we'll see. Pretty sure I am. Nope, I was right. Wow, she still got that swing off? What a cheap fucking piece of shit game. Yeah, right. Dude, it's so laggy in here because there's 3 nurses plus me. PlayStation memory can barely handle this shit. Okay. So the only other things we need are the basement storeroom key and the alcohol because we're going to burn some vines that are in the way. To get down into the basement storeroom. Yeah, there's the alcohol. And then we just need the basement storeroom key, which Oh, nice try, bitch. Not you guys. You're not the bitches. Yeah, I don't know if you saw, Dave, but I actually had YOLO on the stream I was going to say a couple days ago, but this was more like a week ago at this point. Originally, we started talking about tip culture. That was when he originally wanted to get on the mic, and then we just ended up talking about, like, finances for hours on end. I think we ended up talking for over 4 hours about just general finance advice and things that a lot of people maybe don't know, but probably should. That was an interesting night. Yeah, no, he joined my Discord and it's boosted, so we had like some fucking crispy audio quality going on, dude. It was nice. I'll find which exact stream it is and the timestamp, and I'll link you if you actually want to watch it. So we essentially did our podcast episode. I just didn't have like the lower third up or anything. Because OBS did a fucking update and it broke my lower thirds. Like, they work now. I'll show you. When I go to podcast, you can see this works now. But of course, that night, I had just updated OBS and it fucked it up, so I couldn't actually use it. And I had to figure out, like, what changed that was breaking it. I fucking hate updating OBS, man. I know I need to do it, but like every single time I do it, it breaks something. That's what annoys me about it. It's the same way with Windows. Every single time a big Windows update comes through, I run that shit, and then the next time I go to just use my stream the way that I'm used to using it, some tiny little facet of it is broken, and it pisses me off every time. Okay. Lighter. Okay, we got everything, so we're basically done with the hospital. Hospital 1, I should say. See, I like technology where it is just like transparent and out of your way. I don't like knowing that when I go to update something, it's gonna fuck the rest of my OBS scenes up. I mean, who does? It's not like people enjoy it. It's just why I don't update. And then, of course, I say that to somebody else. They're like, damn, bro, never had a problem. It's like Keith Angel connection's fine on my end, dude. Okay. Well, good for you, but not on mine, so fuck yourself. Alright. Man, the colors on this monitor are super vibrant. I switched from a standard, I guess, TN panel monitor to what's called fast IPS. Probably mostly a bullshit term, but it is an IPS monitor, so the colors are way nicer. Super vibrant. Okay, so we're going to pour alcohol on these vines and then burn them. This can go south really quick. And I think... Okay. Got lucky. So that one's dead, so they can't combo me. For some reason, when they both approach you, I might take 3 here. Okay. I swear, your swing is like a millisecond faster than the nurse's here. Otherwise, you would die. But if 2 of them run at you at the same time, they do this annoying shit where they just grab you while the other hits you. And you can't do anything about it. Alright, they're all fucking dead. Get them out of here. We gotta grab this tape. It's not here, but it's in one of these rooms. I'm gonna watch it later. Oh, she tried. Yeah, this shit right here. One of them grabs you, the other hits you, and you like can't escape it. If you hit them in the wrong like sequence, you can just get comboed like that until you heal. It's so dumb. Is the tape in here? It is. I'm not gonna fight this. This nurse, I ain't got time for that. And they respawned. Fucking stupid. Oh yeah. Nothing in here but an annoying fucking sound. Oh yeah, this is the yeah. Alessa's hospital room, technically.
Looks like someone's been here.
Now in this game, this photo is supposed to be her at 14 years old. But when Heather, I think this is a translation error or something, or maybe they just literally put the wrong number. But when Heather Mason in Silent Hill 3 sees this exact same photo, she says it's a photo of her when she was 7. So does that look like a 7-year-old or a 14-year-old? To me, it looks more like a 14-year-old. But yeah, when Heather sees that photo, she says it's a photo of me when I was 7. I don't think so. Oh, wow. How did I dodge that? Okay. Oh, this is the basement still. I'm so stupid. Oh my. Here we go. See what I mean? One grabs you, the other hits you. Hey, what's up, John? Yeah, I know, man. Well, I mean, I announced it on my Discord, but I'm assuming you were probably just busy. That was a hell of a streak, though, dude. It is pretty dumb that they cap it so low. You know, if you, like, they should do it by milestones. If you hit 25 streams, it boosts it, and then when you hit 50, it boosts it even further. Like, what is with the hard cap at a very low streak? Makes no sense. Gonna have to take little bro out. Absolutely nothing.
Finally, someone else who's okay.
Who are you?
His voice acting was worlds ahead of anything else at the time.
What's yours?
Harry Mason.
Harry, tell me what's happening here. Where is everybody? I must have gotten knocked out. When I came to, everyone was gone. It's awful.
So you don't know anything either. Great. I just don't get it. It's like this is all some kind of bad dream.
Yeah, a living nightmare.
Let me ask you, have you seen a little girl around here? Short, black hair, 7 years old?
A 7-year-old girl. What, she's your daughter?
By the way, this lady ended up suing Konami.
A 7-year-old girl.
They used her voice lines without her permission in Silent Hill 3 on PS2, and she sued. Or threatened to sue, and then Konami settled out of court with her.
I'm sorry.
And one of the conditions of the settlement was that they couldn't include her voice in the PC version.
Do you know anything
And they didn't.
weird stuff in the basement?
So in the PC version, the Silent Hill 1 lines are just straight up deleted, and it's a little weird.
Down there?
You don't know? Don't you work here?
Nah,
We're under
they wouldn't use
strict
original
control
voice
in the
actors anyway.
basement storeroom. So I really don't know. What did you say was down there?
Well, it's...
Damn, my head.
Damn! My head.
What's wrong? Harry? Harry, let me help you.
But yeah, oh dude, I just got back from the gym, so I got you on that. Did heavy chest and arms today.
Dreaming?
You were too late.
It's you.
Dahlia with her fucking necktie for no reason.
Dahlia Gillespie.
Arms and chest are my favorite, always
What's
have been.
going on?
Darkness. The town is being devoured by darkness. Strength must overcome petty desire, childish sleep talk. I knew this day would come.
What are you talking about? I don't understand a word of this.
Believe the evidence of your eyes. The other church in this town, that is your destination. This is beyond my abilities. Only you can stop it now. Have you not seen the crest marked on
Yeah,
the
this is a
ground?
complete lie, what she's about to say, by the way. Just completely manipulating him.
Saw in the schoolyard. What does it mean?
It is the mark of Samael. Don't let it be completed.
Hey, wait!
Yeah, so we know, because we're Silent Hill nerds, that it's actually the seal of Metatron, but she just called it the Mark of Samael, and pretty much bullshitted Harry and said he has to stop it from being spread all over the town. So she's tricking him into thinking he needs to go stop it, because it's preventing the ritual from happening. That key is really easy to miss, by the way. Because you just see like 1 pixel of a line of it. Alright, so we gotta head to that antique store now. Yeah, there's something chasing us on this side of town too, and that's what is causing like that nauseating noise that you hear. Kind of in the background, I'll turn it up a little. That sound. If I turn the radio off, you'll really be able to hear it. Yeah, that sound. I almost prefer this game without the radio. I always play with, but I'm gonna leave it off because I want to hear some other sounds for once. Like this music, especially that we're about to hear with Sybil. Very Twin Peaks-esque music. There's a clock, nothing special. I'll wait to save until after this cutscene. Watch, the one time I do this, it'll crash. There's a trace on the floor that somebody moved the cabinet.
What's this?
Harry!
Sybil?
I'm glad you're okay. I shouldn't have left you. Things are worse than I thought. It's nuts.
What are you doing here? I thought you left town.
I saw you go in here, so I followed you. I couldn't get out. All the roads out of town are blocked. Cars have completely stopped running. The phones and radios are still out too.
What about my daughter? Did you see her?
I did see a girl.
Was it Cheryl?
I only caught a glimpse of her through the fog. I went after her, but she vanished. I don't know about your daughter, but...
And you just let her go? Where was it?
Dude, these voice lines are pretty clear, too. Then you go play something like Resident Evil 3, and it's so bad. And that came out after this, too.
Exactly.
Pretty sure RE3 was in the middle of the year 2000.
For her to go. The road has been obliterated.
What? So then Cheryl...
It was like she was walking on thin air.
Hmm?
What about you? Anything?
Yeah, I met this bizarre woman. Her name's Dahlia Gillespie. Do you know her?
Dahlia Gillespie. No. And?
She said something about the town being devoured by...
One of the lines that Harry says on the boat is actually in 3 as well, but again, they deleted it from the PC version. That's why we're going to play the PS2 version next, because it's definitely more complete
Devouring the town.
in that aspect.
Must be on drugs. They sell them to the tourists. The Force still can't figure out who's behind it. None of our leads have panned out, and the investigation is stalled.
What could drug trafficking have to do with all this?
I really don't know. But maybe that's the darkness she was talking about. That's all I can think of. What's this?
Just discovered it. Maybe there's something back there.
Let's have a look.
Wait. We don't know what's back there. I'd better check it out first.
I'm a cop. I should go.
No, I'm going.
All right. I'll cover you from here. Be careful. If anything looks fishy, get back here on the double.
Okay.
Also,
Sybil?
I don't know if it's just cheaper for them, but a lot of like Capcom and Konami voice talent in the early 2000s was from Canada. I don't know why.
Some other world? It's like some kind of bad dream.
What are you talking about?
Probably just cheaper, I would imagine.
I'm not quite sure. I try to make sense of it, but then my mind goes blank. Everything's dark there, and I hear sirens in the distance. I met this nurse, Lisa. It's like I was there, but not really. It's all a blur, like some kind of hallucination, you know?
I have no idea what you're talking about, Harry.
Oh,
He sounds so disappointed.
I was just
Oh.
wondering. Never mind.
Still surprisingly casual about all this.
Tired.
Yeah, maybe.
Now, story-wise, it feels a little slow here, but this is incredibly important. Lisa pretty much gives us the backstory of how the cult showed up and when they started influencing this town. Here.
Some kind of altar. Never seen anything like this before.
And maybe it's just me,
This is the other church.
but that thing on the wall does symbolize Pyramid Head a little bit. Whatever that is that they were worshiping here, it looks like some type of demon, maybe with wings. But to me, it looks like it could be one of the executioners as well. We don't know.
What the?
Harry? Are you okay? Harry? Harry?
Yeah, this part here. And this always confuses people, and me too, a little bit. Like, it's almost like he teleports here to talk to her. So, I don't really know what exactly is going on here, but it's very weird.
In the hospital?
You were having a bad dream.
And it's especially blurry, too.
Hey, you don't look too good. Are you okay?
So it's like they're trying to indicate that it's a dream or something.
Nothing you need to worry about.
Well, if you're sure. Lisa, do you know a woman named Dahlia Gillespie?
Oh yeah, that crazy Gillespie lady. She's kind of famous around here. She never sees anybody, so I don't know that much about her. But I heard her kid died in a fire, and supposedly she's been crazy ever since.
Well, she says the town is being devoured by the darkness. You have any idea what she's talking about?
The town devoured by the darkness. Yes, I think I do. Before this place was turned into a resort, the townspeople here were on the quiet side. Everybody followed some kind of queer religion. Weird occult stuff, black magic, that kind of thing. As young people moved away, the people figured they'd been summoned by the gods. Evidently, things like that used to happen around here all the time. Before the resort, there really wasn't anything else out here. Everyone was so flipped out, gotta blame it on something. Then a lot of new people came in and everybody clammed up about it.
A cult.
Last time I heard anything about it was, gosh, years ago.
I don't know. My best guess would be this is Alessa trying to speak to Harry through
Town died in accidents.
Lisa. Because we know Lisa's not real.
It was a curse. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm rambling. I'll shut up.
Was that another dream? Did I pass out again?
You know, funny story, that's actually one of the worst endings in this game. He legit just wakes up and it was all a dream. It's so bad. If they went with that ending as even remotely legit and not, I think they call it bad plus if I remember right. But it's where literally everybody dies. It's like worst case scenario, the cult wins, everything is awful. And then he just wakes up in his Jeep or whatever it is, his SUV. And it was all a dream. All right, now this part, we need to make sure not to miss the rifle because I'm going to need the rifle. Wow, this game is so quiet without the radio. I always forget how quiet it is.
Cheryl!
And then also make sure you go in here because there's a lot of rifle ammo. 2 boxes. And then first aid kit. Not gonna bother saving here because we'll have one right after in the hospital. Alright, so pistol to kill this thing. We have a lot of ammo for it still. And I guess the strat here that I learned from a speedrunner named Punchy is you want to stay above this chain link fence so that it stops going underneath the sand. If you stay over the chain link fence, you can get way more shots in. So like the rifle's over here, I'm going to grab it, but then we're just going to jump right back to it. Yeah, so if you keep him above this, yeah, see, he like goes back under the sand immediately, but if you keep him over this thing, he can't do that. He was really far away there. I'm gonna reload. I didn't really need to, but whatever. Yeah, that was good. 6 shots. Hey, what's up, Doc? How you doing, man? Yeah, that is what you want. Over the chain link. That gold looks really good with your name. If I remember right, somebody hooked you up with like 6 straight months of sub. I think Malum might have. If I remember right. So you are good, dude. You're good until like March of next year. Oh my god. 3 shots is still alright. I just can't be getting hit by that stupid. Wow. That was insanely good. And there we go. Yeah, I know, you know, just looking at my Go Live notifications, I know I've been streaming a lot less recently, so I do apologize for that, but look, it's this time of the year. Clipped some poor kid on My Hero 1's Justice. He had 0 points, so it was likely his first game. He rage quit, meaning he will likely never play again, and he's telling all of his friends how the game sucks, by the way. You know he is. But yeah, it's just the time of year, and, you know, my life is kind of a little bit different than it was last year. Like, obviously last year I was full steam ahead on streams and nothing else. But, you know, right now I've got like the gym going on, you know, a lot of stuff with work, but thankfully I'm off work until December 30th. So pretty much I'm free reign to do whatever until the 30th, which is awesome. So I will definitely be recording and editing some YouTube stuff. Oh, Dr. Red, I was talking about it earlier. Did you hear about the fucking, the Hawk Tua girl or whatever? I'm sure you know who that is. Did you hear about she finally came back from like a 16, 17 day complete internet blackout and tried to explain herself finally about the crypto scam? Yeah, she just tweeted like 9 hours ago after being completely missing in action, like completely. No posts, no nothing on the internet for the past like 16, 17 days. She basically just said, hey, if you feel like you were scammed, contact this law firm. That's basically all she said. So she's like, I'm trying to make things right and hold, you know, the parties accountable, but if you feel like you were scammed, you can contact this law firm because they're collecting evidence about it right now or something like that. And the guy who actually facilitated the whole scam, his name was Doc Hollywood. He's like gone into hiding. Like he changed his Twitter handle to not Doc Hollywood because that's going to work. And then he changed his actual Twitter name, like his account name, to like clone of Doc Hollywood. You know, to try to, I guess, trick people into not realizing that it's his Twitter account. And he straight up put on there, like, had to disable due to all the death threats. So he locked his Twitter down. Well, and the thing that I was saying to Dr. Red is like, I guarantee you, because she's like an average person, I bet she probably didn't know anything about crypto. And, you know, she probably feels misled too, because they probably came to her and were like, oh, we can make you a bunch of money. And she's like, how? And they're like, this is how. And she just says to herself, well, sounds good to me. Let's make a bunch of money. And, you know, of course, the way that crypto scammers always talk is it's like money for everybody. And of course, as we know, the golden rule is if it sounds too good to be true, it is. So, but for her, maybe she was like, maybe she just didn't know anything about crypto and was like, fine, let's go with that. Well, look where that got you.
Harry!
Glad you're okay.
Thank God you came
Why'd you
back.
say that so
I was
stand up?
scared
Glad
you
you're
were
okay.
alone.
I'm here now. I was worried too. I'm real happy to see you.
Oh no.
Can you tell me how to get to the lake?
The lake? You take Bachman Road.
Are people still playing My Hero Ultra Rumble?
Well, that's the only way out there.
I thought that was a fairly popular game.
Are you sure? There's gotta be another way.
Wait! I just remembered something.
There's a waterworks over by my old elementary school. It's been abandoned for years. There's an underground tunnel out there used for inspections or something. I remember hearing it runs all the way to the lake.
Really? You think I can get to the lake from there?
I've never been down in there myself, so I'm not positive. Besides, it's all fenced off to keep people out.
If there's a chance, I've got to try.
Harry, don't go!
Yeah, Ultra Rumble doing good. I'm talking about the 2018 Arena Fighter one. Oh, it has a sequel that's basically just a better version of it, so no one plays this one but me. Ah, okay.
This may not be the safest place in the world either. I can't promise you anything, but I'll do my best to protect you.
Dude, I've noticed, Dr. Red,
Somehow I
and
feel I'm not supposed to leave this
maybe it's just me. I know you said before that like you don't watch a whole bunch of Twitch streamers because you stream yourself, and I'm kind of in the same boat. But I've noticed lately a lot of streamers transitioning from playing games to just chatting
As soon as I find my daughter.
because A, it's easier.
Harry?
It doesn't require you to like perform on a game, especially if it's a competitive game. And literally most people would rather just sit and talk because it's more interactive than playing games. So like I used to watch a bunch of Dead by Daylight streamers. Like 4 or 5 different Dead by Daylight streamers, and now every single time I see them live, they're just sitting there talking. And it's like there's this big change going on Twitch right now where everybody's transitioning away from video games. There's a select few that are not, but it just feels like a lot of people are like, you know what, I'm tired of this whole playing video games thing. Like, And to be honest with you, you know... Wait, is she gone from here? Oh, wow, I never noticed that. She straight up disappears. Does he say anything about, like, where's Lisa? Yeah, like, the streamer I'm talking about, I'm not going to name names, but she basically played a character called Huntress on Dead by Daylight. And everybody would show up just to watch the Huntress gameplay because she was really good. And I guess somebody came in her chat and was like, oh, where's the Huntress gameplay? And she kind of exploded on him and was like, if that's the only value you think that I bring to this platform, then just get the fuck out of here, you know? Again, I don't understand what's with these Twitch streamers like exploding on their viewers for no reason. I mean, I get that that can be a frustrating comment to deal with, but like, I don't know, just time the person out. Like, example, I'm a Resident Evil fiend, but man, I need a break sometimes, dude. I've done hundreds. No, I agree. And Silent Hill, you know, unless I've taken a decent break, is exactly the same way. I don't want to sit here and replay the same 4 Silent Hill games till the end of time. And, you know, full transparency, I have noticed that when we're just chatting for like an hour, 2 hours, it's very interactive. And, you know, people are talking a lot. And then usually when I start a game, it gets pretty quiet because I understand the interactivity has to go down because now I have to focus on this game that's in front of me. So I get it's annoying. Oh my God. I was doing so well. Oh, you piece of shit, man. How did I dodge all the hits last time we did this? Here, let me just... Oh my God, I'm gonna die. No, I'm 1, but I'm good. I really wish I didn't have to use so much heals. And I just straight up missed the button. Okay, I'm not using any more shotgun ammo. That was a lot. He does have... I might reload and try this again, because this just went really south. Yeah, that... I don't know. I used a little bit too many heals. I'm probably going to reload that shit. I like how he just falls back, like, you have defeated me. It's all dramatic and shit. Like, grow up. Grow up, for real. Purple Kool-Aid. Yeah, I just noticed that with this new light, I got a new light over this way that points at me, and I noticed it reflects the monitor a lot. I might need to adjust some shit. Because it's very annoying seeing all that glare. Yeah, 331 is a little low. I'm gonna reset, because I'm pretty sure I saved right before that. Let me go and reset. Ah, it's Kendo's favorite sound in the world. Dude, it's so good. I've been putting the word out about that shit, man. I still have mine in a closet. I've thought about just plugging it up for a stream just to show people how good it actually is. If I plug it in and do a bunch of EQ on it, I could probably get it to sound almost as good as this. I really could. I got no doubts. Whoa, why is it so laggy? Yep, and mine was actually a bundle too. Mine had like an arm, it had a foam windscreen, it had like a shock mount, it had a bunch of accessories with it, and I got it all for like 25. Yeah, 5, 5, and 1. I'm gonna start this fight out with the shotgun this time, and just fire 6 shots, and then from there we're gonna use the pistol, just to give myself a little bit of a damage head start. But no, like I said, full transparency, I have noticed that when we stop doing the just chatting, and where I'm literally doing nothing but talking to chat, and we start playing a game, I've noticed that people don't want to talk, and I totally understand why, because now I have to split my focus between a game and chat, and it's not really a conversation going on anymore. There's this wedge in between. So, you know, I don't shy away from just chatting streams. I do them a lot more often now, where like the entire stream will just be talking. Okay, that was good. Oh, I kind of see. I kind of see. If you see it turning before you... Okay. I'm just going to use one of these. And then the other thing I like to do is go back here. And if you just walk back... Wow, he seriously shot that backwards. What a cheap piece of shit, boss. Oh my god, I'm gonna die. Me trying to complete this boss without using every health item I have. Challenge impossible. Okay. That actually wasn't as bad. I'll take that. Yeah, and like... there is something to be said that it is a skill that you learn after a while, like how to talk to your chat while also playing an intensive game or something that you really need to focus on. But at the same time, I think people, I definitely think people ignore just chatting a lot more sometimes. Like, there are some horror streamers that literally, they barely ever talk and all they do is play. I feel like they could probably up their interactivity and like everything about their stream if sometimes they just turn on the camera and just talk for like 5 hours. I mean, seriously. The streams that I do like that are definitely that way. You know, we're all involved in the conversation. There's a lot of interactivity going on, and it works out really well. You know, everybody's having a good time. I feel like those streams are more fun for everybody. Maybe it's just me being stubborn because I do, you know, I just come from an era of Twitch where just chatting was kind of cringe. But, you know, you got to be dynamic. I don't want to be stuck in the past. If you want to evolve as a creator and do new things, you got to, you know, you got to do what you got to do. So if people enjoy the just chatting streams more, then you know what? That's what I'll do. Hey, what's up, Cassette? Cassette, you're the perfect person to ask about this because you're also a streamer. But do you notice, like I've noticed? I appreciate that, man. I was here on the 17th, but I've just had a lot going on. But I'm on PTO for a while, so I'm in good shape to stream for a while now. Have you noticed that maybe it's just the streamers that I watch, but it feels like a lot of people are transitioning away from playing video games and just strictly doing just chatting streams? This must be the waterworks Lisa was talking about. It's locked. The lock is worn out. I may be able to break it if I hit it hard. Yes, or non-game streams in general. Even on my Twitch, I started getting better in my Moogle magic shot meme. Well, I was just telling Doc, and I think it's true across the board. Yeah, and I'm transparent. I don't usually talk about channel performance or any of that stuff because honestly, I don't do this for money at all. And I've said that 1,000,001 times. I appreciate the support that I get, but it's not the primary reason why I do this at all. But I have noticed that too. Like when we're just chatting and there's no game and there's no like green screen or corner cam or anything, we're just strictly talking. Those streams are far more interactive and honestly, they seem more fun a lot of times. So, you know, I've definitely played around with the idea of like maybe just don't play a game for like weeks on end just to see how things go, you know? Okay, I might actually die here. I'm sandwiched between these two fucks. Okay, well this guy cut me some slack. And there's also a fucking roach in front of me. Okay, enough wasting shotgun ammo. I'm also pretty low on pistol too. Man, this has been a slog of a playthrough. We struggled in school. I almost died in school like 6 times. And then I almost died in Hospital 1. And also to the worm boss. Like, this has just been tough. I'll speak a little more openly about this here than I've been with my community, but I'm at a weird point on Twitch. I'm seeing growth, but I really need to decide if I want to pursue this full-time or not. Well, I actually, you know, Cassette, I would love to talk to you about this both on or off stream because I've been doing this for 5 years. But what I will say is, I think it is extremely, extremely important to make sure that you don't have the mentality of grinding for something. You know, Twitch, the era of grinding for partner or being live a lot such that you can meet a goal like getting partner, I think those days are largely over. And when I say that, I don't mean that from a cynical or a pessimistic standpoint. When I say that, I mean it from a realistic position of, you know, you don't need to put an inordinate amount of time into this that might potentially not play out when you could put your time into more productive things that will help you grow as a creator. And this, I don't think, is one of those things. You might ask, what is one of those things? YouTube. Here's the 3 things you need to do to grow as a creator. YouTube, YouTube, and YouTube. Side note, probably TikTok. If you upload YouTube videos regularly, YouTube is a platform that's all about discoverability. You never know if you might hit the algorithm lottery. I hit the algorithm lottery. I have a YouTube video on my channel. I still can't explain it to you how this happened or why. I have what I think is a god-awful Silent Hill video that got 144,000 views. I still don't know how it happened. Now, I didn't continue consistently uploading, or I could have had a decent-sized channel by now. There were a lot of factors, but you understand what I mean. Like, you never know when something is going to pop off, and it's always what you least expect. So YouTube is a platform that really emphasizes doing things like that, and you can take your audience that you then grow from your potential algorithm lottery and bring them over to Twitch. It makes me extremely happy to stream more than any job I've done. I can't even say it's a job to me, but I treat it like one as far as taking it seriously. I would agree with that. Yeah, I do the same. You know, you just have to be careful about, you got to do it for the right reasons. You know, it is fun. It's very fun, more fun than any job would be. But at the same time, you know, don't sacrifice your physical or mental health for the sake of growing, when the more important thing is to be consistent. You know, it's just like going to the gym. You know, you don't have to do 9 hours in the gym twice a week. You know, you don't have to give 100% till failure, you know, anything like that. It's more important when it comes to going to the gym that you go and do 20 minutes a day every single day. That's far more important than giving 100% 3 times a week, you know? So being consistent, which is very difficult in streaming because it's so easy to just sit at your computer and not go live. But being consistent is far more important than doing, you know, ludicrously long streams that make you feel exhausted and you just feel awful after them. And that was a hard lesson for me to learn. Because I would do 30-day challenges all the time. I would do stupid long hours and, you know, honestly, things that just didn't really make sense for a channel of my size. I'm not sure if it's selfish or not, but is it a bad reason to pursue it for the sake of it making me happy, even if the money... No, not at all. Not at all. If you work for your money, anything you want to do external to that, you know, that's you. That's you in a nutshell. And anybody that would tell you that is not the right thing to do is just an idiot. Like, same deal with me. I work full time for my income. Twitch is not a necessary income for me, but it is something very fun that I love and I'm very passionate about. So that's why I'm here so often doing this. But, you know, yeah, I'll be honest. Like, there have been, it has become a side gig for me because people are very supportive. You know, people like Dudecore, people like Faye Ataraxia, Malum, you know, lots of regs that always sub and they always support the stream. And I'm, you know, extremely appreciative of that. So it definitely has evolved into a side job for me. And I don't take that for granted at all. You know, Dave and John, they always support. Yeah, Doc supports, especially. I mean, Doc is in chat interacting, and he is like by far the #1 most interactive person in my chat. Anybody that would say that just chatting is not support, absolutely not. Like, you can't underrate how important it is having at least one person in your chat talking. Like, that makes it all worth it. Even if it's only one person, it's still eternally more fun than just sitting here by yourself. You know what I mean? I worked a long time in normal corporate jobs, even one that made killer money, but that stuff was killing me, honestly. It was like back in October, I woke up one day and said, this is all awful. I'm not proud of any job I've done. And oddly, I feel pride with the community I built here. There's nothing odd about that. You should be proud of that. DSP would debate you that unless you're donating, you ain't supporting. Yeah. No, seriously, just showing up, watching, and chatting is support. It absolutely is. Like, the chat is, if you're going about streaming the right way, the chat should be 90% of the reason why you're live. If you're not talking to your chat or paying attention to the names in chat, why the fuck are you live? I mean, seriously. I would love to ask anybody, like, yeah, some people do it as an income, but, you know. Okay, we gotta hope that we don't get fucked here. That's fine, I can take that hit. I gotta turn the game volume down. But yeah, you can hope that people support, but like, don't expect it. Just go live with no expectations and just have fun. If people want to support, they'll support. But if you go live and start doing that toxic shit where you like pressure your viewers to subscribe and donate, and, you know, like Wings famously said, either subscribe, donate, or get the fuck out. Like, that's how you become a lolcow. You don't do that. And it's so easy to just not do that, you know? What is his roll call? Oh, is that like him asking people to prime sub or something? Like, who's got a prime? I know a lot of streamers do that. Like, if you're a massive streamer, you literally just utter the word prime and the prime subs just start fucking flowing like a waterfall, dude. Not directly, but pretty much trying to be like subs come out. Yeah, that makes sense. Just with the term roll call, that makes sense. Not saying, I literally know nothing about Kai. I don't mean that makes sense in his personality, because I don't know what his personality's like. The only thing I've seen of him was him meeting Ray, and I thought that was a hilarious stream. He went to Japan, and this one guy from Taiwan was there on a school trip named Ray, and he just ran into him, and there just a whole bunch of funny shit happened when they went into like a 7-Eleven and everything in Japan. And now he's like he's full-time living in America with Kai now. That's like the only arc of anything Kai's done that I've actually seen that I thought was hilarious. Ooh, dodged. Try it again, bitch. You failed. Okay, where is the bar? There we go. Oh, dude, remember the like riot that he started because he was going to go give PS5s away in New York City, and it like started a full-blown riot and people thought he was going to go to jail for that? That was insane. That much influence is scary, you're not wrong.
Are you okay?
It absolutely is.
Yeah, I guess so. But I'm beat. I thought I was a goner there. So how'd it go? Did you find a way out?
No, not yet.
We're on a fancy DualShock 2 tonight. Well, there's nothing fancy about it. It's as stock as they come.
But it's too soon to give up.
My favorite controller shape of all time.
Craziness can't go on forever. A military rescue squad should be here any time now. If they come through the town, we're home.
I like satin silver. It's my favorite Sony color.
I hope so.
I better get going.
Listen how standoffish he is.
Time to stand around flapping our gums.
When he asks about Alessa. Listen here.
Do you know a girl called Alessa?
No.
No.
So he left his wallet here, so we're going to go through it naturally. Where's his wallet? Is it on the pool table? Or was it where we were standing? It's right here. Okay. Whew. I was like, did it really crash? That would be my first, PlayStation 1 emulation crash in like years. I like how it says, I've got a Kaufman key. This is a claw finger, by the way. Harry doesn't have anything to say about it, but that's what the enemy's called. All right, 2 health drinks. Now, this is our second qualifier for Good Plus. Anyway, to expand on what you were saying, Cassette, no, there's nothing wrong. It's not selfish. I think you should enjoy yourself. Otherwise, why are you doing it, you know? If I went live and I didn't enjoy it, I would have quit 3-4 years ago. The number one reason why I do this is because I enjoy the shit out of it. It's incredibly fun just to talk. You know, I don't even need to be playing video games. I just love talking to you guys. I'm not, I am very social, but I just don't get an opportunity to be social because I work from home. You know, I'm not really given a lot of incentive to go into any type of office. I can do my job strictly from home. So, you know, this gives me that outlet to be social with people. Okay, I think I need Indian Runner now. So we're gonna have to go this way. Indian Runner, and then the inn is the last of the... Okay. And then the inn is the last of the 3 places. Relying on chat to be happy. It can be a detriment if you get into that mentality a little bit too much, because then if you have a stream where, like, everything ebbs and flows, you know? There'll be some streams that are quieter than others, and it's no fault of yours. Sometimes that's just how it is. Oh, you mean like an over-reliance on streaming to be happy? Well, you see, the way I approach that is I just have multiple sources of happiness. Like, I kind of make them out of thin air. Like, one of mine that's really small is just brewing myself coffee in the morning. Like, it's a small thing, but it just... You know, you get into a routine. Going to the gym early in the morning has become a routine for me where, you know, I can just put my AirPods in and no one else exists in the gym. It's just me, my music, and just fixing my eyes forward and just doing what I need to do. I especially love getting on the treadmill for just hours on end. All right, so this is a journal that people theorize has entries also by Kaufman. August 20th. He came by. I handed over the package that the woman left here. Sorry about that. Sorry about that. Way too much echo, way too much reverb. September 12th. He showed up at Norman's too. Don't want to be involved with the likes of them anymore, but I'm getting creeped out even more than before. Thought of leaving town, but I'm afraid of what will happen if I do. No, this is the Go XLR. It just has a button where you just enable and disable certain profiles that you have set. I have this one for reading memos. This one because we used to do a meme where I would pretend that I would have to call Spectrum because my Spectrum internet was dog shit. So I would pretend to call my Spectrum rep. And then this is Joseph Schreiber from Silent Hill 4.
Kill. You must kill. Obey the Crimson Tome.
Yeah. Haven't busted that one out in quite a while, but yeah, safe key. Old radio shows, yeah. Dude, there's some people that are still into like ham radios and stuff like that. You know the guy that they call Review Bra or whatever? He's really into ham radios. That's like one of his biggest hobbies. All right, so check out what's in this safe. So right next to a memo written by Kaufman, we have a safe with bags and bags and bags of drugs inside of it. Now, this drug is called White Claudia. It looks like cocaine, but based on what a lot of the lore tells you that it does to people, it's definitely a hallucinogen of some kind. So the cult basically gets people addicted to this drug, and that's how they recruit them. Also, look at them trying to avoid copyright. It's not FedEx, it's FedDx. FEDYX. FedDx Espresso. Not FedEx Express. No. There's also a Sony TV somewhere in here that says Zony. They just put a Z. They said, can't sue us now. We got a Z in there, bitch. I don't remember if I read this. Ground LSD. Yeah, it probably is. But yeah, they call it White Claudia. So 0886. So we're going to go to the back entrance of the inn now. Anyways, all that to say, I've been there. I definitely, for a while, I did have an over-reliance on Twitch for my own happiness. Like, if I had a stream that didn't go well, I took it personally. You know, I was like, I failed to make an entertaining stream, and I was like, oh, you know, I'm being punished because I made a bad stream. You know what I mean? Like, you just get in this weird headspace about stuff. One thing that I started doing that I think is incredibly important is hiding my numbers. I don't look at my viewer numbers. I don't look at my follower count. I don't look at anything. It's all hidden. Because if you don't hide it, what your brain is going to tell you is that you're being graded. Every second that you're live, you're being graded. And if a stream isn't particularly going well, you're going to say, or, you know, if you get up to go to the bathroom or something, you're going to say, wow, people they didn't even want to stick around for me to go take a piss. I must be a terrible streamer. You know what I mean? When the reality is that's just what people do. Like they're going to change the channel because they've got a million other streams up. There's nothing personal in that. So just hide your stuff, especially when you're live. I think that's very important. Okay, dude. Okay. Whew. Dude, we were getting swarmed right there. All right, so here's the newspaper that was clipped out in the hospital. By the way, what is that picture on the right? Am I seeing this wrong, or is it a naked lady sitting on someone's face? What the fuck is that on the right? You see it too, don't you, Dave? How did I never notice this shit before? That's why this game's rated M. Anyways. Investigation stalled. PTV dealers still at large. Suspicious deaths continue. Like the anti-drug mayor, a narcotics officer dies of a sudden heart failure of unknown origin. If you look at it a certain way, you can see a guy with a big nose is sitting on the face. Oh, what the fuck? I see that too. Dude, this is so weird. No, you know what, dude? I'm just gonna, and there's another, like, a poster is on the wall. Don't look at that now, though. Another risque. Yes, he's doing it for reasons that I am not going to detail here. This is an 18+ stream, but I will not detail those reasons here. I'm not I'm not really into that either, so. Anyways, health drink, shotgun shells. The reason why we're doing this, if you're wondering why all the like fetch questing and going around this whole resort area, this is the second of 3 qualifiers to get the good plus ending, is we have to help Kaufman extract something out of this motorcycle. That's weird. The dust is wiped away just around the gas tank cap. So he's got something in here that we need to help him retrieve. And we'll show you how we do that. Wait, did I get the slide magnet? I did not. Wait, where is that? I thought the slide magnet was in that room. Oh, it is. It's on the couch. Nothing special. Yeah, he doesn't really have a whole lot to say about. There's a guest register, nothing special written here. Oh, no problem, cassette. But trust me, I have a lot more to say about that topic. And again, you know, I know it's kind of frustrating because if I weren't playing the game, we could just have this conversation. But this is a fairly quiet part of the game, so. All that to say, like, my mentality on Twitch now is just to have fun. That's all I really care about. To have fun, talk to chat. That's all it's about. Yeah, for sure. When you get back, though, I was going to ask, like, how long have you been consistently streaming? Because that's also a big factor. Alright, so we're going to use this magnet to find a key. Welcome back, Dr. Red. He's got the fastest BRBs in the West. Since October now. Oh, that's 3 months? That's not very long at all. In the grand scheme of things, that's awesome that you've had that growth in that time. Unless you were streaming on like a different account before. I've heard of that before. Okay, so we have the motorcycle key now. So we are going to open the gas tank and see what it is that's in there. Yeah, no, that's awesome. I was going to say. It took me way longer than that for like my regs to even find me. It took me probably like 7-8 months to get, you know, a solid group of people from the Street Fighter community I frequented and some really good, I'd consider them really good friends that I met at this point on Twitch. Like people I talk to outside of Twitch, but yeah. A small glass vial wrapped in a plastic bag. What's this? It's like the busted vial I found in the director's office at the hospital. So remember, at the hospital, someone purposefully went through the whole director's office just to find this and immediately shattered it. So whatever this red liquid is, somebody understands how important it is. No problem, no problem.
What is this?
That's none of your business. Instead of messing with that, how about coming up with a way to get out of here? You shouldn't be hanging around here goofing off. What do you think you're doing? You want to get yourself killed? Get out of here.
Okay, take it easy.
Unless you want to die, keep your mind on business. Got it?
Man, he was pissed and in such a rush, too. I guess I wasted my time. Better hurry, I'm worried about Cheryl. So that's all for the resort area. We helped him, we opened this. He took that vial, he was pissed off about it. So, yes, that, whatever's in that thing is very important, but we don't really know what it is yet. However, I have a little bit of it in this plastic bottle that I got in the hospital. There's not much, but there's a little bit in there. But with that being said, we can move on now. There's probably a few other items and stuff to pick up, but nothing that we actually need in the resort area. We can just move on. So these enemies have a pretty short tether, so we're just going to run straight and eventually they'll stop following us. Oh yeah, but I am going to go down here. Never mind. Oh my god, I fucked up so bad. Okay, I'm actually surprised he didn't get me. It was this. This is where I was trying to go. Because these staircases always have health and ammo. I don't think it can get down the stairs, but I'm going to use a health drink anyway, just to be safe. What do you have to say about that, Dr. Red? You know, like what Cassette's talking about. Do you sometimes feel like you rely a little bit on chat for like your happiness while streaming, or are you perfectly happy to stream just because you're playing the game? Because I know we've talked about this a lot, where sometimes it can definitely be a little bit tiring to just, you know, replay the same stuff. We were talking about it just earlier tonight. I have to take decent breaks from Silent Hill or I would be sick of it by now.
What's this?
Yeah, it's a glitch, by the way. Yeah, and I know that sucks. Like if I were to change my schedule all of a sudden and stream in the mornings, I would probably be the same way because I've just established like such a consistent schedule of starting 7:30 p.m. or later, I would say. Like 7:30 p.m. or later is just my schedule. That just is what it is. Now when I start, it's always going to be later than 7:30. So anytime I stream earlier than that, a bunch of people are like, "Oh, dude, this is super early," which, you know, for the Silent Hill marathon, it was. I started at like 6:30 p.m., but you know what I mean. Just what any radical shift in schedule like that is going to be a little weird at first. All right, straight down. Gonna get to the boat. Nope. Oh, I was gonna say, don't you fucking do it. Oh, I forgot. One more room, then we got a cutscene.
Sybil,
Harry,
how did you get back here?
I followed the sewer. Were you the one who cut the fence?
I'm glad you made it. I was worried about you.
You were worried? Where did you disappear to? Never mind. I want to know what's going on here. What is with this town?
This may sound really off the wall, but listen to me. You've got to believe me. I haven't gone crazy, and I'm not fooling around. At first, I thought I was losing my mind. But now I know I'm not.
This line is in Silent Hill 3 on PS2.
It's not me. This whole town.
This exact line right here.
It's being invaded by the other world. By a world of someone's nightmarish delusions come to life. Little by little, the invasion is spreading, trying to swallow up everything in darkness. I think I'm finally beginning to understand what that lady was talking about.
Harry, hold on a minute. I don't get it.
Look, I don't understand it all myself. I guess I can't explain it.
Well, what's making this happen?
I don't know that either. But I do know Cheryl is there.
There?
Under whoever created this darkness. Cheryl is somewhere and she needs my help.
That's a PS1 emulation glitch.
To you. You need to rest.
Sybil,
The demon is awakening, spreading those wings.
Dahlia Gillespie.
Was it not as I said? I see it all now. Yes, everything.
Would you consider going back to night streams, Doc? Not saying that you need to in any way. I'm just curious, like, if you would ever give that a shot. I know that it's your sleep schedule being fixed, and that is important.
And what's more, the task is almost finished. There's only 2 left. To seal this town to the abyss, the mark of Samael.
Yeah, because you have so much more time to watch other streams
All is
and
lost.
just get more done, you know?
Even in daytime, darkness will cover the sun. The dead will walk, and martyrs will burn in the fires of hell. Everyone will die.
She's not being dramatic about this at all.
So what am I supposed to do? I've got to save Cheryl.
It is simple. Stop the demon.
The demon taking that child's
The
form.
demon taking that child's form. Stop it before your daughter becomes a sacrifice. Before it is too late. Stop it! Stop it!
What do I do?
Go to the lighthouse on the lake. And to the center of the amusement park. Make haste. You are the only hope.
Look, Harry. I really don't get what's going on. But if there's a chance we can save your daughter, I'm in. I'll check out the amusement park.
Sybil's a real one, honestly. She gives him the gun without knowing him at all, and is just all in on helping him find his daughter.
Thanks.
You will need to use it.
Use what?
The flowers. Only with that can you stop it.
What about Sybil?
All right, so we're actually pretty stocked up now. Yeah, 741 is pretty good. Decent amount of handgun, lots of rifle shells. I don't think we're going to find any more for the rest of the game, but that's okay because I like to save this for the final boss. Shotgun works really well too. But yeah, as you probably know, Dr. Red, when your sleep schedule gets fucked up, it is very, very hard to fix it. So I totally understand why you're hesitant to do it. Because, you know, it could be like a year before your sleep schedule's fixed. It's just so fucking hard to get it where it needs to be sometimes. Oh, shit. Oh my god, I messed up so bad. Oh wow, how did he hit me on the steps, dude? That was horseshit. Oh my god, I'm getting destroyed. Because, dude, I don't know many people that had, like, a weirder sleep schedule than you before all this, I'm not gonna lie. You definitely were up until, like, 4 and 5 a.m. every single morning. That was, like, my sleep schedule when I was in college, and I wouldn't wish that on anybody. Asshole. Please. Okay. God, it's so easy to take hits here. Stupid hits as well. Oh, okay. I saw where I needed to go. This should be it. 1, 2, 3, 4, let off. Okay. You have to let off the D-pad like almost a full second before you hit the door. And that way you can enter as soon as he touches it. Otherwise he has to slam into it first. Then you usually take a hit, then you open it. So very crucial that you do that. Love this camera here.
Damn, I was too late.
Yeah, nothing else to do here, you just leave. That confused the shit out of me on a first play. I'm like, there's this big, gigantic seal here that's been freshly placed. I really don't use the flower roast or anything, I just leave. Okay. Now this, the developers really do us a solid here. They're gonna teleport us back to the boat once we get past this. Yeah, that's right, bitch. But yeah, once we get to like this bridge, they just shoot us back to the boat. So shout outs to the developers on that one, because holy shit. It would really suck if we had to run back there.
Sybil hasn't come back. That creep's sure to show up at the amusement park pretty soon. Let me be on time.
It is, and you know, as much as I love coffee, staying up until 2 in the morning, sipping a bunch of coffee. Oh no, what's up, psychos, by the way? The creep is Alessa, because Dahlia has led him to believe that Alessa is a demon taking the child's form. She's just completely bullshitting him the entire game. She said you need to stop the demon taking that child's form, even though that's not even what's happening. And she also told him that the seal of Metatron is the fucking, she also told him that the seal of Metatron is the mark of Samael, and he needs to stop it from spreading. Could Sybil have gotten to the amusement park from here? Dude, Carrie was one of the very first books that I ever, in school, like middle school, sat down and read, and I fucking loved it. That was such a great, that was the experience that really got me into reading. Hey, what's up, Sway? How, Sway? See what I did there? Your art is fucking amazing, by the way. I've seen some of the stuff you posted in different Discords. It's so intricate. Oh, no. Okay, that was... Ooh, we almost got ourselves into a little pickle there. That could have been really bad. Yeah, so the sewers are like transitioning into the other world as we run through them. Unfortunately, I did say that. You know what? I'm gonna own it. As a man, I need to own what I say and believe in what I say to the maximum. And that's what I do. I don't puss out of a statement. I fucking said that. What are you gonna do about it? That's the real question. Sorry, this part gets really loud. I'll turn the volume down after we... It's like... As much as I love this game, I hate when games do that. They just do that fucking... loud-ass, obnoxious music. There's a couple times in this game where the sounds just go insane and you have to like turn your volume down. Not from poor mixing. I know it's an intentional decision. It just always catches me off guard, you know? Dr. Crazy dropped his mic into his dog's water bowl. His dog's name is Nugget, so I said his mic is full of nugget water. Oh my god. Well, at least it wasn't hot dog water. The nastiest shit on the planet. Dude, hot dogs in general, I have to sit here and wonder like how they became so popular. Because most people you talk to, if they don't know what's in one, once you tell them, they never want to touch them again. They're so fucking horrible for you, it's unbelievable. Well, it's very believable. Because, you know, America and all that, but doesn't make it any better. That's why if I'm gonna do that, I just buy like beef brats or something, because they're way better for you. 100% beef, baby. They may not be perfect. I'm sure they still have nitrites or nitrates or some shit in them, but better than a straight up hot dog. Alright, here we go. Okay, so here's our third qualifier for the good plus ending. Essentially, once we do this, we have the ending locked in. So, let's get this. Get my ugly milk off the screen. How are you doing, by the way, psychos? I'd say long time no see, but I'm pretty sure you were here at the last stream. Yeah, I play this on PS3. I have the digital download, the PS1 emulation version, but it has some issues, especially with the voice lines not playing correctly. I wouldn't say it's a major issue, but it is an issue. He just tanks the shot. So we're going to walk up to her, and we're going to use this red liquid. Yeah, she went insane, dude. And in this game, interestingly, they have these weird things attached to their backs that, like, possess them. They never did this in any other game. Yeah, that thing. It's like some type of demon fetus. Fucked up, dude.
Sybil. Wake up. Snap out of it. Sybil.
Harry, what happened?
Shh. Don't talk. I'll take care of you.
He said, Sybil, you're being hysterical. Now give us a kiss.
Why did they take your daughter?
I'm sorry. I'll never press that again.
Why her?
I'm not sure myself. But, you know, Cheryl isn't my biological daughter. I actually haven't told her yet. She probably already knows anyway, though. We found her abandoned on the side of the highway. Nobody knew where she came
I
from.
love this shot here of the carousel.
We didn't have any kids of our own. My wife was sick. And it didn't look like she was getting any better. So we took Cheryl in.
So in that case,
What?
There might be some connection between Cheryl and this town.
so what do you do now?
Cheryl is my daughter.
Look at this.
I will save her
Listen to this Chad.
no matter what.
This whole thing that happened to Silent Hill, where they basically turned it into every main character is a bad guy or has done something evil in their past, it's so ironic considering Harry is like the most innocent guy there is, and he's just here to rescue his daughter. He has no personal stake in this bullshit the cult is involved in. He's not a bad guy. He didn't kill somebody in the past, but after Silent Hill 4, they just made it to where you can't go there unless you're an evil person or you've done something evil.
Right there. I don't know who you are or what you're trying to do, and I don't care. Just one thing. Let Cheryl go. That's all I ask. What? Damn. What is this? Where's Cheryl? Give me back my daughter.
We meet at last, Alessa.
Dahlia Gillespie? Where's Cheryl? Where is she?
Yeah, and you know what's really weird about that, Sway? Is when they made the movie, the director swapped Harry out for the mom. And he said things like, the reason why we did that is because the way Harry acts in the game doesn't seem very fatherly. And we decided that that type of behavior would fit a mom better instead. Like, what the fuck? Makes no sense. Yes, a dad protecting his child is just so out of pocket. Never heard of that from a father before.
Didn't know how much you'd grown. That's why I couldn't catch you all by myself. But what a pity, yes? Now
I almost forgot there's a new Silent Hill movie coming out based on 2.
Hey, what are you talking about?
Alessa, my dear little girl, there is one thing left I need you to do for me.
No! Get away from me!
Roasted.
Bad girl. Everything is ready. Let's go home.
Yeah, so whatever that flower roast was that she gave us absolutely obliterated Alessa. It broke that barrier that she made and looks like it incapacitated her almost. So that's why she wanted us to use it, not to stop the demon, as she was saying. She wanted it to stop Alessa because she knew it would, you know, make it possible for her to watch her eye right here. Watch her eye twitch. With the red eyes too, like Sybil. So we know something's not right with her.
Harry.
Lisa. What happened? Where's Alessa?
Oh my god. No, dude.
Something you said before has been bothering me. I just can't get it out of my head.
What is it, Lisa?
So I went to look in the basement. Even though I was scared as hell. Like you said, there were these creepy rooms. But nothing really unusual.
God, this music is so disturbing. Listen.
But while I was down there, I got this weird feeling. Like I'd been there before. Like something happened there. But I can't quite remember somehow.
Oh, man, Yamaoka, he does it to me every time, man.
Hurry. Help me. I'm so scared. I can't take this.
Same, Doc. Same.
It's only a temporary thing. You're in shock from when you were knocked out. Don't fret about it. You'll remember after a while.
No. You don't understand.
Wait! Where do you think you're going?
You don't understand. None of you do. That sound. Hey, what's up, Dukor? From down there, it's coming from the basement. Not much, man. Hey, it was good to finally talk to you on the Discord the other day. I haven't really, you know, a lot of times with viewers, I literally just know them by the color of their name on Twitch and what they generally talk about. So it's cool to finally, you know, get a chance to just kind of chat you know, without the context of the stream or anything. But we're here actually toward the end of Silent Hill 1. Interestingly, the game has been telling us where we are the whole time, but when I save here, it says nowhere. So what the fuck does that mean? You know, it's funny, you and YOLO sound so similar with the way that you say a lot of like long A and long O sounds. You and him sound like identical. I can definitely tell you're both from the Bronx. Not that it was a secret or anything, I just think it's funny how perfectly it aligns, you know? The tone might be a little bit different. Like, he's definitely got like six tones lower. But, yeah, look at this angle. This is so sick. Yeah, you think I have bass in my voice? We need to get YOLO on a mic like this. Do I prefer Silent Hill 2 Remake soundtrack or the OG? Because there are some tracks in Remake I feel he overproduced. Yeah, and I actually agree with that. I think that he tried to do too much, but I think the simplicity of some of the tracks in the original game is what makes them so great. They're simple, catchy, and the instrumentation is very interesting.
I have a feeling if I take the elevator down, I'll find it.
That said, some of the songs like The New Heaven's Night were very, very good.
Cheryl.
But yeah, some of them I think were a little all over the place, and like you said, overproduced is a great way to describe it. Of course, me having 20 plus years of time listening to the original, that's what I gotta go with. But, you know, in time, I'm sure I could probably warm up to the remake soundtrack. Listen, you'll hear a little giggle here. That's no problem, dude. Core, we were just chilling. We were just chilling in voice. It wasn't anything that serious. Oh, there's a box of handgun ammo. Dude, I literally can see these items better on this monitor because the colors stick out a lot more. I'm on an IPS monitor instead of a TN. I'm gonna have to take care of business here. Actually, I'm gonna use the emergency hammer to save ammo. Down with Tom York. More of a Johnny Greenwood fan myself. Nah, man, you're not like that at all. Nice try, idiot. Oh my god, outplayed her ass. So fucking easy. I'm sorry. It's not that serious. I need to relax, and I'm going to do that right now. But no, we need to get YOLO on a mic like this, dude. If he had, I think he said he has an SM7DB. He needs to hook that shit up and talk really close to it. He would have like the ultimate podcast voice. And I'm not even trying to like glaze another grown man's voice. I'm just saying, like, dude's got it. He really does. I've grown to like the newer version of Heaven's Night, but before I felt like trip hop feel. It still does, but I warmed up to it now. Yeah, and the original Heaven's Night has a very melancholy feel to it, which I feel like got replaced by almost a rock vibe. Like it's just some sort of... No, DB... Well, wait, does it really? No, SM7DB, I think that name just denotes that it has the inline preamp built into the mic, but... Dude, don't clip that. Don't clip that. I literally said that I wasn't trying to do it. But yeah, Heaven's Night definitely had a more melancholy feel in the original game. And I think that's mostly missing. The thing that pissed me off the most is Alone in the Town. Alone in the Town is one of the best songs of any Silent Hill game. And you only get to hear it barely when you're like looking through that screen in the theater at Eddie. And then as soon as you leave this really tiny radius, it just fades into the distance. You don't even really get to hear it at a decent volume. That really pissed me off. Go home, thief, and drop dead. So this is Alessa's desk. And all of her classmates were calling her a witch, remember? So they scratched that on her desk. This exact room is in Silent Hill 3 as well. Very fucked up that there's a gurney in here with pliers and a screwdriver on it. Makes it seem like some torturing was going on. Just joking. We don't allow jokes here. Speak strictly in facts and logic or get banned. Yeah, right. I'm just kidding. We're the happiest stream around. Positive vibes only. Don't you hate streamers that put in their like bios positive vibes only? Said you better not fuck up the Friday vibes. Fuck up the Friday vibes, I ban you permanently. Well, I mean, probably that would happen, Dr. Red. Isn't that kind of... Never mind. We are not having this conversation right now. Ooh, it's my favorite part of the game. One of my favorite parts of any horror game, period. When we learn the truth about Lisa. A body is laid out on the bed. Don't feel like checking this out. Amulet of Solomon. Yeah, time for some percussive maintenance, Dave.
Lisa, what's the matter with you?
I get it now. Why I'm still alive even though everyone else is dead. I'm not the only one who's still walking around. I'm the same as them. I just hadn't noticed it before.
Lisa.
Stay by me, Harry. Please. I'm so scared. Help me. Save me from them. Please. Harry?
Lisa.
Yeah, so we can actually go back in here. She's gone now, but there is a journal on the floor. Or diary, whatever you want to call it. There's a diary on the floor. Ask doctor to let me quit being in charge of that patient. It's too weird. Still alive, but with wounds that won't heal. So we know she's talking about Alessa. Told the doctor I quit. Won't work at that hospital anymore. The room is filled with insects. Even with doors and windows shut, they get in to spite me to the hospital. So she threatened to quit, and they got her addicted to the drug. Feeling bad. Need to throw up, but nothing comes out. Vomiting only bile. Withdrawals. Blood and pus flow from the bathroom faucet. I try to stop it, but it won't turn off. Need drug. Help me. So yeah, that gives us a little bit of a picture of how the real Lisa died. But in a nutshell, the Lisa that we've been talking to is basically just a manifestation that Alessa is projecting into the hospital. She's not real. That's why she can't leave the hospital. That's also why she's nowhere to be found when we're not in the other world version of the hospital. Because she can only exist here and she can't leave the hospital because Alessa doesn't know her from anywhere else. So she's essentially stuck here. And she became self-aware in a way and figured out that, you know, she's not real. And that's why she, you know, all that blood came out and she pretty much died on the spot. Very, very bizarre but amazing job on that cutscene. Like, that cutscene is fucking amazing. I think I messed up. This is supposed to be 8, right? Yeah. Oh no. He did a Hadouken. Yes, he said, don't get anywhere near me or I will go Super Saiyan and I will do a ki blast, dude. Nope. Yeah, no map. I think that is the only one that we can get in. But I know the lighter is somewhere. It might be in this one. No, never mind. Don't need that yet. Oh, what? She respawned. Bullshit. I had her dead to rights, dude. I had her dead to rights and she respawned as if anybody wanted to... Okay. Funny thing is, you can actually soft lock yourself here. Here, let's peruse this here link. Oh, that actually opened. Wait, am I display capturing or something? No, window capture.
You get your fucking hands off me.
Why'd that guy laugh like an actual hyena, though? What the fuck? Man just went... There was literally no air left. I only lock myself softly. That's just sad, Dave. That's what that is. That is just sad. Went full Herschel. I would know nothing about that. For the uninitiated, how does she keep coming back? Because the hospital transitions to the other world. Whenever the hospital is normal and it's just in the sort of foggy Silent Hill that we first arrive in, we don't see her anywhere. But whenever the hospital looks like this, she's always there. But, you know, she became aware of what she actually is and then essentially died, you know, right in front of us. Or at least just disappeared, but that's what all the blood was about. Bloody bish. The aggression from Dudecore TTV, my Galanta. By the way, Dudecore, you have me seriously considering just trying out the RE20, because listening to demos back and forth, what I hear from the RE20 is it has a lot more high end. It actually kind of sounds like a condenser, and it actually is a little bit more full in the bass. You have to EQ the SM7B to get to that level of bass. Oh, no problem, cassette. No problem. But yeah, my issue with the RE20 is you get no proximity effect. Back here, it sounds like an RE20. But right here, yeah, no proximity effect. On the SM7B, you get a lot. The closer you get a ton of bass. Yeah, you have a very fancy mic. Yours is fancier than mine, because I read your bio. I read your bio, Mr. SM7DB. You're on that new. What am I doing, by the way? Is it this? Oh, yeah. So I do need the camera. Why do I not have it? I'm so stupid. What interface do you have, Dudecore? Honestly, cassette, I say get the Go XLR. The Go XLR is like $400, but it is the only interface you will ever need. I think I know where it is. It's right here. You piece of shit. It's the only interface you'll ever need. You don't need a cloud lifter, especially you don't, because you have the SM7DB. 18i8. That is a really good interface, but is it a first, second, or third gen? I should ask. Is she really just gonna... Second gen? Oh, okay. Yeah, I saw the Scarlet Solo 4th gen recently came out. I think it's actually one of these rooms. Oh no, I'm literally just making shit up now. Yes, the TC Helicon Go XLR, they make it in black and white. That's exactly what I'm using. Cassette, I will hook you up with every motherfucking setting you need. I will give you my exact profile. I stay in their Discord all the time helping people out when I get bored. Because it's a very frustrating device to set up initially. And I spent an ungodly amount of time doing it. So if you decide to pick one up, hit me up. I absolutely got you. I will 100% give you everything I got to get you set up with my exact, profile and everything. Apollo Twin X is very good, but it is very expensive as well. Okay, we gotta find this fucking camera, dude, because... Oh my god, enough of this nonsense, dude. I'm not even farming. You don't even get anything from these enemies. They don't drop anything. I swear to God. Respawn one more fucking time, see what happens. Oh, I know. I'm very stupid. I know exactly where it is. You actually have to go to a different floor. What I will say, Cassette, because I've utilized this in the past, if you're in the US, you can go to Sweetwater, and they let you do a 3 easy payment thing. I definitely utilize that once or twice. I'm not going to lie. When I went to B&H Photo all them years ago, I was told to get an Apollo and a mic similar to the RE20 style of ribbon mics. The guy was always on point, but I was looking at my wallet. Oh, 100%, dude. The shit is not cheap. You want what people love to affectionately refer to as big boy audio, you gotta fucking... You gotta bust out daddy's credit card. You know what I'm saying? Metaphorically, of course. I would never say anything like that, literally. I've actually got a lot of stuff from B&H Photo. You know, funny enough, they made a B&H Photo themed SM7B that was painted red. It actually looked kind of sick. They discontinued it, but you can look it up. B&H Photo, like 20th anniversary SM7B. It was crazy weird that they even made that fucking thing. But it does in fact exist. But I want to try the black one. The black RE20 with like the BSW repop and the shock mount and all that shit. I want to try all that. Because I've used nothing but the SM7B since 2019 and I'm just kind of curious. Oh, it's extremely nice. It's extremely nice, Cassette. I've used this one since before the pandemic went into full swing. I bought mine in late 2019 and I'm still using it. It's the exact same one I've got running right now. The other thing that's very, very good about it is that it can power 250 ohm headphones. That's what I'm wearing right now. So I'm wearing DT770 250s and the Go XLR can power these just fine. You definitely have to keep the amp at like 98%, but it's good. Yeah, Beyerdynamics are my favorites. You just can't beat the comfort for the price. Okay, what am I fucking doing? I need the camera. Did I get that yet? No. I think this is also the area with the bag of jelly beans. You'll see what I'm talking about. No, not this one. So this, I believe, is where you can soft lock yourself if you're not careful. I actually bought this mic arm off of B&H Photo. This OC White Pro Boom Ultima. I got this off of B&H Photo for a really, really good price about a year ago. Alright, here's where you can soft lock yourself. If you don't, that double door that's right in front of me, if you don't unlock it from this side, you can't come back here and complete the game. So you have to make sure to do this. Right there. We got a couple of... Got a couple of hoes. There's a hoe in this house and I'm about to take her down, dude. I'm sorry. I apologize. I'll see myself out. I need to be very careful not to use any health items though, because they give you like virtually nothing. I used a mini for a while. Cassette, the only problem is the mini doesn't have the full spectrum of EQ, and it's also missing the de-esser part of it. So the full size gives you... no, I'm not from New York City, no. My dad's side of the family is from Ohio, and my mom's side of the family is from the South, I will say. That's as much detail as I will get into. So half of my accent is Ohio, and the other half is the South. K-Kona land, as they say. But yeah, the mini is missing some features, but yeah, it's still very good. I used it for a while. Let me see. So we already got that. Now I just need the camera, which I believe is in here. Yep. You go in, you should visit B&H Photo. It's a tech wonderland. You go in, ask questions. They don't try to sell you stuff. They just help you. Then they put everything on a receipt. When you're ready to check out, you take the receipt to the register, pay once, you pay everything you wanted to buy, get sent up to checkout, and bags ready to go. No shopping carts. Yeah, that, I kind of have a similar experience with Micro Center. You know, they're kind of like that for PC parts, you know. They don't fuck around. They're not there to try to, you know, used car salesman you and say like, oh, you need this and you need that because, you know, whatever. You know, they don't try to use car salesman when I go in Micro Center. They just show me what the fuck I need and I ask them if they have it. They say yes or no. They take it to me. They unlock it. They give it to me. That's it. That's why I like them. Okay, we're gonna go to the 3rd floor now. How is BSW able to get away with not charging tax though? Is it because of where they're based? Are they based in like Delaware or Oregon? Because I know that those are the 2 US states that don't have like sales tax. The light to the future. Oh, yeah. Dude Core is. Dude Core's from the Bronx, he said many times, but I'm not. There's actually some bundles that pop up on eBay all the time that are pretty good. It's like $4.99 and you get the mic and the 309A shock mount that you have. So it's like a $550 value and they take $50 right off the top. So it's actually a pretty good deal, all things considered, but oh, I can't justify paying $500 for a mic because I don't even know if I'm gonna like this shit. If I get it and I plug it up and like it kind of annoys me and I just want to go back, I'm like, nah, man, fuck all that. I don't want to mess with audio gear too much more than I have to because I spent so much time setting this up exactly how I like it. That is a crazy good deal though, because the value of everything that you have is $550. So to get it for $350 is a very insanely good deal. Oh, did I get the birdcage key? Yes. Sorry, I've been yapping so much. My pathing is terrible. I've been yapping so much. I have not been taking the optimal route through the video game, and for that I apologize. Terrible behavior. Alright, key of Phaleg. So this essentially puts us on like the last leg of the final area. Got some enemies to kill in here. But some of them aren't even visible. They're these shadow things. I believe there's a third. What? How did he still grab me? Bullshit. The game glitched, dude. No, this is the part with the jelly beans I was referencing earlier. So a lot of this nightmare being manifested on the town is a lot to do with Alessa's experiences. And so that's why you see like Wizard of Oz references and things like the jelly beans, which is probably a snack that she liked, or a candy that she liked. You know, you see like the Queen, Turtle, Cat, and Hatter plates, so like Alice in Wonderland theme stuff, probably a book that she read a lot or liked. A lot of different things like that. Because it is ultimately her nightmare. You can get their credit card, they give you a finance option, or they give you an option to save the tax. You can do both, or you can't do both. Pro tip, if you save the tax, you can always balance transfer to finance to the purchase and beat the system. Let's go. Loopholes. Loopholes left and right. Loopholes are us. All right, so we have just one key left, but we have to go into the fridge as well, or we have to go into the kitchen. We don't have to go into the fridge. We need to go into the kitchen and use the ring of contract. Not here. This one. So we take this dagger. And if we take this dagger and we don't link this chain back together, a fucking tentacle monster breaks out of this and drags us into the fridge and kills us. Seriously. That's actually what happens. So that's why you get this little cutscene as you try to leave. If you don't link that chain, it gets out and kills you. Beginner's trap? Absolutely. Okay, so now we're going to turn the generator off. This will unelectrify a key that we can then go grab. Oh, you piece of shit. I might be 1 HP. No. Pretty low, but we're alright. Oh my god, there's so many. Okay. So the key is in this last one, I believe. Yeah. So we're going to unscrew this. And normally when you unscrew this, you would see that the key's electrified, so he can't grab it. Or he would get electrocuted, but now that we shut the generator off, no electricity running to it, we can just grab it. And that's it. That's the last key, so all we have to do is use this key and finish the game.
Everything is going according to plan.
Oh, it's time to finish this coffee as well. 10:30 p.m. Let's go.
Half the soul is lost. That is why the seed lies dormant.
And what soul remains captured in that husk?
See, that's why I don't mind Sweetwater, dude core. Yes, you pay tax, but you can split your payments across like 3 months. And I know that the general consensus is you shouldn't do that unless you can afford something, and for the most part I agree with that. Like if you can't afford to pay for it outright, don't do the pay in 4 or whatever. But the 3 easy payments is definitely more manageable than that.
Never fear, the promise shall not be broken.
Amogus. Amagus.
All we could draw now will be very weak. Almost nothing. Unless we get the other half of the soul.
We'll use a magical spell. Feeling this child's pain, it's sure to come.
But that will take time.
So Dahlia, Kaufman, and 2 doctors. And yeah, it gets confusing, but basically they were talking, so not to lore dump, because I honestly don't mean to, but basically to complete this ritual, they need both halves of the soul. Harry has one, that's his daughter Cheryl. And then they're talking about how are they going to get her back to the town to complete the ritual. So they used a spell. Don't ask me how or why it works, but they used a spell to lure her back to the town. And that's when the events of the game start, because they're trying to resurrect the demon Samael. This, more than any other Silent Hill game, is very confusing when you first play it. Yes, it is very weird. And it's just going to get weirder as we progress to the final boss here. Because they think that it's going to usher in basically the rapture. But really it's hell on earth. They think it's the opposite though. They think it's them getting saved. Because, you know, they're a cult.
Just want you to lend me a teeny bit of your power. That's all. No. I don't want to do it. It will make everyone happy, and it's for your own good, too. Oh, but Mommy, I just want to be with you. Just 2 of us. Please understand. Oh, yes, I see. Maybe Mommy has been wrong. Mommy! Why didn't I see this before? There's no reason to wait. Herein lies the mother's womb, containing the power to create life. I could have done it all myself. Mommy?
All right, so let's get the hunting rifle out, because we're gonna need it. This fight on hard is no fucking joke. Look at that on the wall, by the way. He doesn't examine it or say anything about it, but look at that shit. We should have just enough heals to make this work.
I was shocked to realize the talisman of Metatron was being used.
I'll turn it up a little bit. The dialogue's kind of quiet here.
In spite of the lost soul returning at last. Just a little longer and all would have been for naught. It's all because of that man. We must be thankful to him. Even though Alessa has been stopped, his little girl has to go. What a pity.
Freeze!
Hey, no problem, Dukor. Appreciate you hanging out as always, man.
Name?
Dahlia.
Well. To think you'd make it.
Oh yeah, man. I'll be in the Discord pretty frequently over the next few days. I'm off work for a bit, so.
What have you done to her?
What are you talking about? You've seen her many times, restored to
no mood for jokes.
Don't you see? She's right there.
That's absurd.
You are the only one who thinks so.
Why? Why are you doing this?
It's been a long 7 years.
Nordstrom Rat, can you link that to me in the Discord?
For the 7 years since that terrible day,
Or just DM it.
Alessa has been kept alive, suffering a fate worse than death. Alessa has been trapped in an endless nightmare from which she never awakens.
Yeah, so that's Alessa in the wheelchair, and the one in the school outfit is actually Cheryl, restored to her former self.
Day to be born. That day has
Sorry, dude. Sorry. I'll take the link. I can still see it, but I have to permit you for links like that first. No, dude.
released from pain.
I got it. I got it.
Our salvation is at hand. This is the day of reckoning.
Of reckoning.
When all our sorrows will be washed away. When we return to the true paradise. My daughter will be the mother of God.
My fucking boy Kaufman is back. Yeah, if you don't help him in the resort area, he doesn't come back here.
Return things to how they were before.
Kaufman!
Did I ask for this? Nobody used
Damn, he fucking just shot first. He didn't even say anything, he just shot her.
Your road was over. We don't need you anymore. What do you think you could accomplish by coming here?
My, aren't we getting cocky? Bet you can't see this.
Gluttonous! I thought I got rid of that!
All I had to do was plant it somewhere for you to find. You all, well, kept you busy.
Fucking 5-head plays, dude. 200 IQ.
And there's more where this
So he's the one that planted it in the director's office for her to find. But remember, he had more of it in his motorcycle, which we helped him find. So it forced the demon out of Sybil. What's it going to do to her? Was that plotting? A fucking emote. This song is called My Heaven. It's one of the craziest Silent Hill boss themes ever. Jesus. Just fucking immediately incinerates her with lightning. Alright, we're gonna run right up and use the shotgun. I died. I think I can skip the cutscenes, but I forgot to heal before we started the fight. Actually, no, I think the continue puts me right there anyway. Yeah, because I have the hunting rifle out, so it's right before that happened. I really fucking hope I can skip the cutscene. I'm pretty sure I can, though. Or does it just straight up start here? Okay, it does. Yeah, you can skip it. Okay. So before we do anything else, we're going to heal this time. Okay. I'll take one. Easy. Let's fucking go. It actually does more damage than the hunting rifle. First try, by the way. Let me shut up. It never gets old, man. It never gets old. This song is called Tears of. Yeah, he has to restart. So many legendary names on this too. Toyama, Imamura, Ito, Awaku, yes. Owaku wrote the story for 2, by the way. Finally ready to admit it's better than 3. It's really close. It is. They're very, very close for me. It's tough to decide. They're definitely competing for #1 spot, though. For me personally, 2 is below the 1 and 3. I know it's like sacrilege to say that, but that's how I feel. No, for sure. They do. They're both amazing. And this one's slept on now because so many people that are like, you know, 25 or younger refuse to go back and play it. Because it's very dated in a lot of ways. Look at this irony. So the company that they use to record the voice lines for this game is called Stars, or that's the company that they use to find the voice talent for this game. The game that was designed and conceptualized to compete with Resident Evil, which has the Stars members from the Raccoon Police Department, they used Stars to find their voice talent. You see what I mean? The irony? There it is. Yeah, Thessaly Lerner is the lady that sued Konami. $19.99. I'll never forget it. Oh, Jesus Christ. What's up, Mal? Scared the shit out of me, dude. As you can see, you got here right on time. It really never gets old. It never gets old. Bum, bum, bum. I got some new lighting. Is the only difference in the stream I've really made. I have the light that's over here. I was using a tiny little clip-on reading light, but now I actually have a second, one of those big key lights. And they're both on the same setting, same color temperature and shit, so it's not like one is super warm and one is pale like it used to be. Now we're actually good. Why they put this in here, I don't know. Like, it's funny and everything, but it kind of kills the mood. Yeah, this is the only time you see Alessa in a CG cutscene. And it's just a jokey credits thing. But you can see the bandages on her chest. Ito was like, or no, Sato was like, man, I spent so much time making this shit, you better put it in the game. Or else. Father of the stupid, sexy Flanders. Feels like I'm wearing nothing at all. Nothing at all. Alright, did we get the katana? I haven't got the katana in a very long time. I bet we didn't. Nope. I think the katana is actually done with no continues and low saves. But the katana is crazy. It does like a dash forward and he swings it and the enemies just explode into bloody pulps. It's true, they really do. Katana's fucking crazy in this game. Oh, I love this song. And every time, I say this every time, you make it here, you just need to take a second to think about what just happened. What is the good ending again? Is it the one where Sybil isn't there, or what? Sybil dies in good ending, yeah. I would say no, but to be fair, how could you really determine that? Because Sybil disappears after this anyway. Yeah, and you know, people have asked. I forget if it was Sato or somebody who wrote the story for this. Basically, just said she, you know, continued living her life and they just went their separate ways. No pun intended, but yeah, he's like they just went their separate ways after the events of this game. It's not, you know, they just didn't feel that she had a place in the story. So these are all completed files, by the way. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This is a new game plus. That's why the color is gold. She's the smart one and got the hell out of Silent Hill. True. Very true. Well. Gamers. I am off for the foreseeable future. I don't have to go back to work until the 30th. So we have a lot of time for streams. And I will be doing that a lot. So yeah. But let me switch back here. But that's all I got for tonight. I do apologize, Malum, because I know you love this game, but it just happened to be bad timing tonight. If anybody wants to join the Discord, I'm in there all the fucking time. We do voice hangouts all the time. We do watch parties. We have like 87 people in there now. So if you want to join that, see what I'm going to be live next, there's the link. The link is hilarious, by the way. It says P. How could you get any funnier? But yeah, outside of that, got a couple of YouTube channels if you feel so inclined to check those out, a stream VOD channel and a personal one. But with that being said, I'm going to break the chains on room 302 and free everybody in 3, 2, 1.